This is your degenerate power hour. Your late night golden shower. Too ill to be sick, so thick you can't split. That carnival spin with the rictus grin. I'm Joel, he's BMO, and this is Vagrants and Vandals Radio.
Let's go, baby.
What's going on in that intro? You were over there.
I was having some intimate motions with myself.
I saw that. I was doing the same, and I kept waiting for you to look over, and I'm like, well, he's playing with his nipples.
I was playing with my own nipples.
There we go. You know what? That's a perfect segue into something we're going to talk about in a bit. Now, today, fellas, regular listeners, this is what we're going to call one of those stub episodes. It's going to be a little shorter. We're flying completely off the cuff.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, but we have nothing. We got no bullet points. We're working off of nothing.
Damn.
We're just riffing.
That's trouble.
So
I've been drinking.
I want to talk about something. I'm sitting here doing that special edition with the boys. The ice cream truck goes off. Gibby goes out there, doesn't see it, comes back in. Kid looks pissed. Like, he was legit angry and like crestfallen, downtrodden. Then he hears it again, goes running back out there, comes to this window and tells Bourbon, he's like, it's here now. Bourbon freezes, and he's just like, I want to go, but I don't want to be rude. I was like, it's okay. You can go. So you were out there, you're having a conversation with the ice cream dude. You're trying to get him to come on the podcast.
Yeah, two things, though, before we get to that point.
Okay.
That they don't have that problem for no reason. I'm real bad for looking up ice cream music on my phone on the big speaker and playing it and watching not just my kids, everyone in my complex.
So wait, you're playing this on
my JBL big
truck?
Speaker. Yeah, from my truck.
Okay.
It sounds perfect. It sounds just like an ice cream truck would. Especially with the ice cream truck music. They all come out adults. And one time some guy looked at me and said, oh, real funny. And I looked at him and said, I was like, certainly is.
I want to point something out here. Every episode, you give me shit because my girlfriend happens to be 15 years younger than me.
Oh, I'm going to say 15-year-old.
You're telling me you sit in the parking lot of your apartment complex playing ice cream truck music so that children emerge from everywhere.
Not children, everybody.
Sounds like
adults with their wallets out. You can make it sound however you want.
Sounds like
you can make it sound however you want.
Make it sound.
I'm telling you how it is.
You're sitting.
It is a societal joke. Where I play the music and they all come run with their wallets out.
I bet they do.
Oh, they do.
You're like, well, I bet if I play this ice cream music, all the kiddies will just start rolling up on my car. Come on over, Unky
I don't know about all that.
Unky Bimo. Got what ails you. Got the cure for what ails you.
Reaching, folks. Reaching.
Oh, yeah, you're reaching, sure. I'm
reaching,
sure it's a reach around.
Wow. Wow.
Or maybe it's the kids.
This is what I sounded like when I was drunk. This guy's sober. It's
the kids that are executing the reach around.
Okay. Had to make it dirty.
So, of course I did. You just told me you sit in the parking lot for shits and giggles playing ice cream truck music.
No, not just playing that. I sit in the parking lot all the time. I'm always in my vehicle.
You're not helping yourself.
I don't care. I like to be out in the sunshine. If I'm not at work and the sun shines out, I'm out in my vehicle, slipping on a beer and smoking a little doobie-doobie.
Hear that, kids? That's the sound in his truck.
You're right. That doesn't help anything.
All right. So, was there something else you wanted to say before?
I think I'm good.
Because you said two things.
I'm gonna plead.
Was that it?
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Okay.
You'll be hearing from my attorneys shortly.
Oh, your attorneys. This comes from the same person who was like, "Where's my Vagrants and Vandals gas card? You got money for an attorney now?"
Yeah, and they're gonna be requesting my goddamn per diem. That was what we were looking for one day.
You got a better chance requesting one of those kids touch your per diem. There you go.
Damn.
There you go.
You sick fuck. You sick fuck.
I'm on a roll now. All right, so the ice cream truck. What's this dude's name?
Mr. Freeze or Mr. Gray? My second Mr. Gray.
His name's Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
Like, is that his last name?
That's his actual last name, Gray.
Is this an old dude?
Yes, old black dude.
Old black dude,
with
huh?
a gold tooth.
With a gold tooth.
Yeah,
driving the ice cream truck.
He knew April's dad. He knew April.
Yeah.
He knew me separate. When he realized we were like together and he knew us both, usually I get free ice cream. He'll just slap me a stick. Dude,
Really?
Give me whatever. Like,
no luck today, though.
What do you want? I'm like, I don't want to do that, bro. He's like, no, what do you want? I'm insulting him if I don't take it.
He's like, give it up, you fat honky.
He's a good dude. No, he ain't saying no shit like that. That's fucked up, bro. But he got that
you think black people don't go around referring to white people as honkies?
Well,
Come on.
Fine, but we can't use the N-word, and that's kind of fucked up.
No one said we should, but I mean, plenty of white people use it, and they don't use it around black people.
Not this guy.
I'm saying that. I'm sure it cuts both ways.
Oh, you know what I've been saying?
No.
National Entertainment Collection Association, NECA.
Yeah, the brand.
I do it to jail all the time. I'm like, NECA, please. He fucking just laughs like, you fucking piece
Does he know what NECA is?
Yeah, I explained it to him. I explained the whole...
I mean, it's a joke you definitely got to explain, because most people don't know what the fuck
My
NECA
best friend's
is.
black. She'll just say whatever I want.
He's playing that card again. My best friend's black card.
Like, if I want to have a black kid, I should be able to do that without getting any proper paperwork.
I think your wife might have something to say about that.
Oh, yeah, she's dead in this scenario.
You've thought this out.
Yes, I have.
She's dead in this scenario. Wait, you telling me you've had some fantasy where April's dead and you adopt or procreate with a black woman or adopt a black child?
I don't believe in it. I definitely created a baby via my sperm in a black vagina.
This is something you think about.
On occasion.
Okay.
On occasion.
All right.
I got a busy mind. It's like a beehive. It's always buzzing.
Let's get back to the ice cream man, Mr. Gray.
Ice cream.
You're trying to get him to come on the podcast.
Yeah, he said he'd come on.
Really?
He just couldn't today because he was mid-route. But he's
Sure.
like, I already had his card. He's like, just call me.
He has a card?
Yeah.
The fuck's an ice cream do you need a card for?
He does like child parties.
Does he?
Probably does adult parties too.
You gonna get in on that?
No, why would I have to? What, are you looking for a second wife?
Again.
I'm sure he hooked you up. Oh, he has to swig some water like fucking Zuckerberg. Swig of the water.
What the fuck's that supposed to be?
Remember his fucking hearing with the Congress? He's like
Yeah.
sipping the water like a weirdo. Just like you did when asked tough questions.
Tough questions? What tough questions have I been asked?
Are you around little kids?
No.
No?
Other than my two children?
Your kids aren't little kids.
Other than my
friends.
two children.
This fucking man's lying, Your Honor. And I've had enough. And by Your Honor, I mean the window that's open.
How much did you drink or smoke outside? Because you were gone a while.
Patty Boy, who also wants to come on the podcast, because he used to be an ex-cable guy. He got all the dishy secrets.
Who the fuck's Patty Boy?
My neighbor. But
Okay.
he smoked a moonstick with me.
That's what happened out there?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
I didn't plan on that, but that's what happened.
All right, Patty Boy. I mean, sure. We'll have Patty
You know
Boy
what a
on.
moonstick is?
A boomstick?
Moon.
A moonstick? Is that like a big-ass blunt or something?
No, the size doesn't really matter.
That's not what April said, but okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what April said. Pretty sure she said. It's weed with the wax in the middle, and then the outside is covered in THC oil, and then it's rolled in keef, which is like, you know when you shave your beard, and you got like this little fine. Yeah, it's rolled in that, bro. That fucking shit sending you to the moon.
And it's
That's
called
where I'm at, the lunar station.
What's that called again?
Moonstick.
A moonstick.
Or if you get the actual, just like the weed, it's like dipped in hash oil and rolled in keef. Moon rock. But the point is, your ass up in the stars. You high as fuck.
Nice.
I'm pretty stoned right now.
All right, so let's go back to Mr. Gray, the ice cream man, wants to be on the... Does he listen? Does he know what he get himself into?
But he likes me, so I think that's enough for him. Like,
He
knows it's going to be laughs.
He'd walk away from like, I ain't never talking to that white boy again.
I guarantee you this. We'd all put on 5 pounds eating free ice cream.
Oh, you think we'd get free ice cream during the podcast?
I'm going to get that motherfucker high as shit before we even do it. I'm like, let's get in the ice cream truck and smoke. He was spraying shit. trying to cover the weed smell. I'm going to get this motherfucker blow
Got a
down.
rolling weed
Let's
mobile.
blow down, eat Choco Tacos, and do some podcasting. I'm okay.
Taco.
He's a good dude. April's known him since she was a kid. He almost fathered one of her children.
I'm a pass.
That's not true.
I'm gonna pass a joke on that one. All right, so that's cool. No, I would love to have him on. You know why?
Because you always wanted to own an ice cream truck.
I've thought about doing it as a side business.
Put
Yeah,
you around kids and potential fucking wives and whatnot.
then it wouldn't be weird playing ice cream music from an ice cream truck, unlike you just sitting in your parking lot.
That's a practical fucking joke.
Okay, whatever you got to tell yourself to justify it.
You know how many pissed off people I've had that come out for their ice cream with their money on hand and they see there's no truck but me just laughing. Oh, they get pissed. They get. Oh, that's real funny, isn't it? Yes, it's hilarious that you need sugar that bad.
Did you
come running down the stairs to get it?
Now, on the flip side of that joke, when you were a kid, did you ever chase after the ice cream truck, knowing damn well you had no money, no means with which to buy any ice cream, and yell "stop," and then they stop and you hide, and then they start to go again, and then you ride your bike a little further down the street and you go "stop," and then it stops again? You never did that?
I didn't grow poor.
You didn't do it just for kicks.
We always had money for ice cream.
Well, sorry, I didn't.
I'm just
so I used to chase that motherfucker on my bike.
I told my mom might have been having the hanky panky with Frankie, but we always had ice cream.
Yeah, I've thought about owning an ice cream truck. I thought that'd be an interesting side business.
Different Frankie from the high school because he's a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, different. Yeah, you guys got to keep all these characters straight,
right?
Fictitious or otherwise.
Damn.
Hey, this is one thing I wanted to ask you. So, now let me get through this before you blurt something out. Do you ever do anything weird when you're by yourself? And I don't mean like playing with your pud. Do you ever do anything?
What does that mean exactly?
What do you mean?
Twiddling your dick, your soft dick?
No, I'm saying that. Well, yeah, you're just fucking you
I never do that.
playing with your
weird.
balls, your nuts, or your dick. You're jerking off. Essentially, I mean jerking off.
Oh,
I ain't saying that like that doesn't count.
No, I mean
because everyone does that.
just fucking whipping your little dick around like.
I guess so. Yeah.
I never done that.
You sure?
Nah,
because you seem to
100% positive.
So I'll give you an example. All right. So one thing I do now, this I'm going to start with not too weird. One thing I do, I like to smell paper, whether it's a book or something freshly printed. I'm like, let me get a whiff of that. Love it.
It's odd, but it's not that weird.
Okay. No, I said I was starting simple. Here's another thing I do. Sometimes when I'm in the bathroom standing in front of the mirror, I often talk to myself, but like I'll do like character voices.
I don't think it's odd at all.
But sometimes I'll purposely go with a bit until I break. Like just to amuse myself. So this morning,
I don't think that's that unnormal.
Okay. This morning, but so oftentimes what I'll do, I'll make like, well, I'll just say it, gay or like flamboyant poses or voices.
And there we go. and there we go.
And I'll do it.
Please delve into your homoerotic urges.
I'll do it until
you're masking via your voices.
Until I can't hold it anymore, until I gotta laugh.
Is that M. Night Shyamalan movie where you had 24 gay personalities inside of you? Like, what the fuck?
I think there's just the one. So today, I'll just like make dumb faces and noises, or just to see how long I can go with it. And usually, what breaks me is I think about if someone were to see me doing it, how embarrassed I would be, and then I start laughing.
Why would you be embarrassed? You shouldn't be ashamed of who you are.
If somebody walked,
you closeted homosexual, you shouldn't be ashamed at all.
If somebody walked in and saw me doing this in frnt of a mirror, they might have some questions.
Stop pushing Joey L into the goddamn proverbial closet or right and let him out.
So I think today I was I was about to get in the shower.
He's doing the flamboyant wrist. You can't see it, but he's doing it.
I often do this before I get in the shower, so I'm completely naked. I'm standing in front of the mirror, completely naked, and then this is what I did. So you guys won't see this, but Brandon can maybe describe it. I'm in front of the mirror, and I'm just like,
so I will describe that as Gay.
So I'm like popping my hip and pushing my ass
yeah,
out.
it's gay, homie.
And I'm just like,
and it's not even a good look for you. Are you tucking your dick and nuts in? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Sometimes I
don't do that shit. Not even close to that.
Sometimes I just stare at the mirror
If I
to
do
see
the
like
gay shit, like in The Voice, I'm doing it fully clothed. Usually not in a closed door situation.
it's funnier when you're naked.
How is it funny when you're?
Because you're fucking naked, and I mean, I'm not a fucking bodybuilder, so my body ain't far from perfect. So, you know, I got a little chunk here, and I'm just like, oh, hi. Oh, hello.
But when is that ever going to have to come up? That's what I'm confused about.
What do you
when are you
mean?
going to need that?
I ain't ever going to need it. It's meant to amuse me.
What are you planning to meet Harvey Weinstein at some point and audition for a part?
Harvey Weinstein. He wasn't into dudes, was he? I don't think so.
Oh, he was in everything.
Sure?
Yeah.
I
I heard like
any of the
Ashton Kutcher talking about that. Who's the other guy? Oh, what's that show? With the three brothers, Lawrence's, Joey Lawrence.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember
the
the show.
middle dude talked about how
Matthew.
He
right?
was asked to come in to he was going to be put as a Marvel character if he just came in and did some Polaroids. He was like, I don't care that much. Fuck you.
He was like, now listen
but not
here.
actually, I'm out.
Listen here, Matthew. I'm going to put you in a Marvel movie. You're going to be a superhero. And get this. Your superpower? Super stretchy anus. Huh? You in? You in, kid? This is superstar stuff.
You're immune to skull fucking. It's amazing. You're going to be a star, kid.
That's awfully tempting.
You're going to be a star. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, wow. That's fucked up.
So, nothing you do when you're by yourself that could be classified as weird.
I pull body hair sometimes.
Oh, well, yeah, everyone does that. Look,
Yeah, but not for, like, because I'm trying to, like, groom myself. I have, like, a problem where, like...
So it's like a tick.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a word for it, like tristrophobia or something, where you pull your eye on your eyebrows or
Yeah.
on your pubes. It's like a pain thing.
Wait a second, you
don't
yank
really-
on your pubes?
Yeah, oh yeah. I twist them up and... Ah! That hurt. That hurt. Don't do that again. The scrotum ones come out way better.
And you do this only when you're like by yourself and you're just like, you know what, time to cause myself some pain from
No,
the
it's
pube
not even all
pulling.
the time. Like if I'm like laying in bed and I've like already jerked off multiple times and I'm
Multiple
watching some,
times?
and I'm just laying there. My hands are like roaming around. Yeah, it happens. I told Mom about that. My mom, and she kind of like didn't think it was that big a deal. I was like, well, it's fine on my nuts. Those don't grow hair back. Whatever. I got a bald nut sack, but.
When did you tell her about this?
Oh, years ago.
Like when you were young?
No, she would never listen, just like my lactose intolerance. I'd have been told I was crazy, just like my depression. I've been told I was crazy and every other fucking problem.
You was gaslit.
Don't say that word around my mom. She loves it.
Gaslit.
She's like, Subway worker was gaslighting me.
So like, ma'am, that is turkey.
Like,
You asked for turkey.
stop. Now, see, look at, she won't think the second of this, listen to the second episode for the disparaging comments. I can say whatever I want here willy-nilly.
So she don't listen week in, week out?
No.
That's disappointing.
No, I doubt it.
Damn.
If she does, the code word is brain freeze.
What?
And you got to point your head.
Well, you're going to have her like repeat that to you or something?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what's the code word? If you listen, you know. It's
That's
pretty
true.
obvious.
That's
brain
true.
freeze.
It's brain freeze.
How could you even guess that?
Brain freeze.
We'll see. I bet you folks she don't know. And I want to apologize to everyone for me being so intoxicated a few weeks ago. I am, in fact, intoxicated now, but not to the extent that I was.
Okay, so
you
you're
know.
apologizing to the listeners.
Yeah.
You going to apologize to me and Andrew?
No, you guys are family. Go fuck yourself. Deal with it.
We did. We dealt with it.
Huh? That's how
I
it
dealt with it
goes.
live, and then I dealt with it when I was editing.
Listen, I'll deal with it when you go to prison for marrying a young lady, and I'll keep this ship afloat.
Again. Once more.
What are you gonna do?
She'll be 25.
Are you gonna twist your nipples and dance around like a homosexual for the judges?
No, I'll just be asking for it if I'm doing that in prison.
Our camera up here says you will be.
You mentioned the pulling your pubes thing, so this is a thing. I don't do it for pain, but it's for pleasure.
I don't think I do it for pain either.
Okay, we've mentioned before how like I like to get my balls rubbed. You know,
I think everyone likes getting their balls rubbed.
but
I
when
think
when it feels really amazing, guys, and I'm not kidding. All our regulars
guys do it.
No,
How
dude.
amazing does it feel with a rough hand opposed to
I
a
mean, if you
female
like
hand?
dudes,
Tell me.
all of our regular listeners, okay? You're in a relationship, and I know some of you are. If you haven't tried this, just take me up on it. Listen to me and have your partner try this. Not just
My birthday's tomorrow. I can try this tonight.
there
So
you
lay
go.
it on me.
Not just getting your balls rubbed is nice. Like tugged, you getting your sack tubbed and rubbed. Yeah, dude.
No, I prefer
Pull.
the forceful grab, like the two cherries in the hand, like
Okay, there's
rubbing
that.
them into your body.
Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page roughly. So yeah, like just rubbing the underside though, it's so relaxing.
taint?
Not quite the taint. Well, in that area, but more so the ball sack,
The grungle.
the scrotum, the grungle.
Oh, yes.
What the fuck's a grungle?
It's a taint. It's a more medical term, the grungle.
I don't
The
think
A
that's
to
a
B.
medical term. A
Would
grungle.
you care to Google?
Grungle.
I was listening to Joe Rogan. And this
Oh,
is old,
Joe Rogan's got his medical license now.
Well, if you would not interrupt when we finish, there was an old woman on who was like a anatomy woman, old as shit, and she's like, the only part of the human body that's bigger on a male than it is for a female is the grungle. It's 15 to 100% bigger. And Joe's like, what the fuck's the grungle? She's like, the A to B. And he's like, what the hell? She's like, you might know it as the gooch, the taint, the squiggly road, like all kinds of things. You're like, I was like, what the fuck? So A to B's ass to balls. It's the only thing in the human body that's 50 to 100 times larger in males than it is in females.
Well, because their area's all taken up by their snatch.
But it's shrinking.
What?
Generation by generation, it's getting smaller and smaller.
The taint is
The
shrinking?
taint is shrinking, which means we're essentially heading towards like a one-sex.
You telling me the trannies have got it? They got it right.
The trannies might be ahead of the curve. I don't even know, but they got a whole mess of things going on down there.
Wow. Hey, and how about that? How about Kid Rock being spotted with drinking Bud Light? Fucking
Stealing my
bitch.
shit. Stealing my shit. This motherfucker.
You didn't tell me anything about this.
Yeah, you lying fuck. I told you about it and you showed up. You lying motherfucker.
You didn't say anything about this. You got some line planned out. Go ahead and use it.
Biz. I'm not. Fuck Kid Rock. I don't care who. Fuck. I've seen the story as well.
He's
I
like,
told you.
I couldn't stay away from that Dylan Mulvaney
How
juice.
ridiculous, dude. How could you do that?
Dude, not only how could you do it,
You disparaged the company up and down for months and made financial gain off it.
made a video of yourself shooting up beer cans.
So here's the thing. Bud Light's like, let's make Bud Light great again. Come on, kid. We can make it happen. They're going to come out with a whole fucking red, white, and blue Bud Light weird ass fucking bullshit campaign. I promise you.
This is the type of thing, and I'm gonna bring up the verboten word of Trump. The people who constantly root these people on, these right-wing figures, who then do something that completely undercuts what they claim to believe in, and yet people still follow them, listen to them, will defend them with their dying breath. And I'm like, how
Kid Rock.
fucking stupid are you
Who the
people?
fuck is Kid Rock? The fuck is that guy's actual name?
Bob Ritchie.
Bob Ritchie.
Yeah.
So some shit kicking propane salesman from fucking bumfuck wherever. But what? Because his daddy had money.
And that's the thing too. Like
And
the
I
whole
seen his humble childhood.
that's
estate.
just it.
What a
his whole
fucking
image is
joke.
a farce.
What
kid,
a joke.
Kid grew up privileged. Yeah, it's a
That
joke.
house is bigger than any house I ever lived in by 10.
Yeah, whole thing's a joke. It's a joke. It's
Laughable.
The whole right wing echo chamber is all an exercise in manufactured outrage.
Hey, I'll put it out there. Bobby Ritchie, Kid Fucky, whatever. You want to come on and defend yourself? Come on.
Yeah, you a bitch.
You a bitch.
You won't come on Vagrants and Vandals. You
We'll
know why?
supply you with the beer you hate the most, Bud Light.
Yeah,
I'll
sit
buy you
down.
a case. It's cheap as fuck, thanks to you.
Don't you worry. I'll back the microphone up so your big ass nose ain't always knocking it over.
A joke. Laughable.
Fucking Big Bird looking motherfucker.
Laughable.
Okay, so back.
Real quick.
Do I like what?
Prince?
Prince? I like Prince well enough. I know you've been on this Prince kick lately.
I just fucking discovered this motherfucker. I'm so mad at myself for never, like, appreciating it when he was alive.
Yeah.
Now I can't go see him fucking live.
Nope.
Fucked up.
He's dead.
But they're probably going to hologram him, right?
Probably.
I would think. Do I even want to see that?
Michu Kaku's working on that right now.
You leave Michu
He's in on
Kaku's
it.
name out
You're the one that said he was in on
I'll
it.
fuck him
You're
up.
the one that said he was a government
burn him.
patsy meant to calm the masses, but he really knows the secrets about the AI.
I said he's really smart.
Yeah.
He'll fuck your mom.
Michu Kaku probably can't fuck anymore at all.
Oh, he can fuck, bro.
You know this for first-hand knowledge?
Powers of the universe. He's like one of those dragon masters, homie. He got like those...
Were you the geisha on her knee saying, Michu Kaku? Let me pull your balls, Michu Kaku, Michu Kaku, Michu Kaku.
That's the longest 3 inches it's ever taken.
I was going to say, Michu Kaku doesn't strike me as a fellow that's long, but I guess you never know.
No, but he'd be shooting knowledge. Every shot you take, oh, I know calculus.
Like, that's one more IQ point. Hit me again, Daddy.
Theoretical space, let's go, baby.
Oh, Michu, you make me feel so smart.
Have you seen that I Might Be Ninja video?
I might be a
With
ninja.
the blonde chick. I might be ninja, too. And it's
don't
got
know.
Bobby Lee listening to it, and he's so offended.
Who?
You never
Who's
seen
listening
that?
to it?
On my phone, Bobby Lee. Dude, you don't know anyone.
Oh,
in
Bobby
comedy.
Lee? Wait,
Yeah,
so
Bobby Lee.
the dude from the Hangover movies?
I don't even know if Bobby
Oh, no,
Lee
that's
was-
Ken Jeong or whatever.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
What?
He's a doctor.
Who's a doctor?
Ken Jeong?
He's an actor.
He's a doctor.
That
Who's
man...
also an actor. It's weird. He's actually a
What?
doctor. That dude from the Hangover
doctor
movies,
of what?
Dr. Ken Jeong, he's a fucking got a PhD, bro.
In what? In what, though?
I don't know.
Well,
I
don't say he's
know.
a doctor like he's a medical doctor.
He's got a PhD. I don't have my
All
phone
sorts
with
of
me.
people have PhDs. Let's make him a medical doctor.
I think he's actually his medical doctor.
I fucking doubt
Look
that.
it up.
Let's
if
look
you,
up
if you doubt it.
Ken Jeong the doctor.
I doubt your wife's of legal marrying age, but yeah, here we are.
Jesus Christ. Let's look this up.
Then when two people laugh at me and Andrew, but we both laugh.
There he is. American comedian.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's... I got to read more. So it says, Dr. Kendrick Kang Yong
Damn, that name's not funny at all.
is an American stand-up comedian, actor, producer, writer, and former physician. I'm trying to see if there's anything further about
He's a
him
physician,
being
bro.
a
You tell
physician.
if you're nuts, you need to stop being nibbling on.
Okay, he said former.
Okay, so he's not practicing anymore. He makes more money being an actor. I get that, but he's still a doctor.
My point about this fellow is going to be not funny. I've never found this guy funny.
I don't find it funny either, but it isn't.
Oh, here we go. He's a licensed physician in California, but has since stopped practicing in favor of his acting career.
Makes sense. It's like the old "Did you die" thing. Like, yeah, it's not funny. I'm not saying he's funny at all. I'm just saying he's also a doctor.
Okay, fine. He was a physician at some point.
I mean, you're allowed to be more than one thing. I won't make the joke.
I'm not arguing.
I wanted
that.
to. I set myself up for attitude, but I won't do it.
Now, I want to get back. Or just remember, this is just a stubby.
Yeah,
It's a stubby. I want to get back to the ball rubbing
Calling this
thing.
my penis.
Now,
'Cause
If-
it's stubby.
I think there's some projection going on right
Gets the
now.
job done though.
Okay,
Two
well,
kids, two healthy, smart kids. It's not the barrel of the gun. It's the bullet you got inside. And it's protein packed, baby. Full of knowledge and all kinds of shit.
all right. If you've engaged in ball rubbing before,
I have.
send it in. I want to hear your story. So I want to hear your thoughts. But if you haven't, guys, this is the gospel. This is gospel.
What's the equivalent for a female for ball rubbing?
I don't
Vagina tickling?
I don't think so. Maybe there's not an. Doesn't always have to be an equivalent.
I bet you there's an itch right at the base of it, like right where it closes, and it forms in the rest of the Gucci shit. I bet you there's an itch there. You hit that spot like, oh, it's not sexual. It just feels fucked. You know that spot in your nutsack where you start twisting it?
Yeah, it's something to twist,
And
pull.
it fucking, dude,
baby. Listen to this. I have asked Shirley before. Like, she'll do it for me. She'll pull them. But there's time I'm like, baby, I'm like, do it harder. She'll go, no, I'm not gonna. I'm like, do it. I'm like, I can. I'll tell you if it hurts me. Those suckers stretch.
I could never say without more confidence that I will be getting a blowjob in the next 24 hours because my birthday's tomorrow. So that should be happening
Congratulations.
sometime. Well, this is the past now for you people listening. But
So he's already been blown.
I have been blown, I think. If not, you'll know in the next episode because I'll be very upset. This motherfucker.
I wanna finish the point here though. So
Oh, yeah, you had a point.
yeah. So this goes back to you yanking your pubes out.
Stop bringing that up.
Ball pubes, not above the shaft pubes. I don't understand what that would do.
No, I pulled some nutty sacks out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pulled some side ones out, too.
This is what I'm trying to say. Mix in the ball rubbing, fellas. Get your ladies mixing the ball rubbing, and on occasion, pluck a pube. The mixture feels so fucking good.
You're going to be canceled.
It keeps you on edge. You never know what to expect.
I'll try it.
There you go.
I can give you my words. I'll have April try it.
I got faith of our regular listeners. I have faith Stu will try this. I don't know about old Victor. I don't know about Too Strimpy.
Right?
Yeah, he's all right.
He was always a good dude.
He was telling me yesterday he was absconding with an apple tree.
He should. What does that mean?
That he was stealing a fucking apple tree.
Oh, I
but
thought he was fucking it. So that's a little
how
better.
would you fuck an apple tree?
I don't even know. That was my next question.
It's an apple tree, not an asshole tree.
It sounds like
He's stealing it. Well, he was cutting a part off of it so he could like transplant it.
That's illegal.
I think is what he was telling me.
He's coming on.
He wants to come on desperately.
Kind of miss him. I ain't seen him in like.
He wants to come on, dude. He's matter of fact, Stu has told me. He has told me that he is sat, like I'm assuming at work, and I'm gonna use the word fantasized. He's had conversations with me, as if we're on the podcast.
Fucking.
Well, I mean, you gotta do something to pass the time other than your fucking work.
In that fantasy, you like your fucking ball hairs pulled on.
I'm telling you, you gotta try it. Don't knock it until you try it. If you try it, you don't like it, you can say, dude, I don't know what you're into, but dude, it feels amazing. Amazing. And if you can get her to mix in a blow.
Do you marinate?
Do I marinate? What do you mean? Do I dip my balls in something? I don't know what you're trying to
marinate?
say. He's staring at me like I know what he means.
You know, the old fucky, and then couple of days no shower. Marinating your meat.
To what end?
Usually 2 days, because it's just
so you're saying you bang your girl, then you purposely don't shower to let it marinate. Why?
Why do you marinate meat? Sweeter.
Okay, but so you're saying then she blows you and she's like, nummy?
No, April don't want to blow clean dick.
Well, that's my point. Like, what do you mean marinating it?
I don't know. It's
sweet.
fucking freaky, bro. Freaky shit. But I got an infection one time, so you probably shouldn't do that.
Wait, whoa. Okay, I'm going to try and make this the last thing we cover for this podcast. What do you mean you got an infection?
I was having a period, bro.
Wait a second. You did this on purpose?
Yeah, for a day. But then I got an infection because I had ingrown hair.
So you purposely banged, I'm assuming this is April.
Yes, my wife.
Well, it could have been before her. Could have been some random whore.
This was recent.
Okay.
Very recent.
So you banged her and you made the conscious decision, like going into like, I'm gonna bang her and I'm not gonna shower for a day.
Yeah, I want to see what happened.
What do you mean see what happened?
Well, you marinate meat, maybe give you like an essence.
An essence?
Is that the right word? A seasoning salt? I don't know.
But what?
I was wrong.
But what was it supposed? Was it supposed to like encourage her to like come back more often?
I don't know. I was running on wild theories, bro.
You had no end game in place here.
No. Not until
okay. So fine. So 24 hours later, what happens?
I took a shit and I wiped, and there's a little blood.
Okay. So now I'm confused. Why? What? Why would sticking your dick in your wife and letting the juices marinate for a day result in your asshole bleeding?
I think I had ingrown hair, and the juices ran down. An infection, sprouty.
Okay, now I guess it's making a little more sense, but you may have wanted to say that up front.
It took time, but it eventually hurt.
So the vaginal juices flow down to your ass
I
crack.
told everyone, like, I think I'm having my period. For the first time in my life, my grundle's fucking bleeding. What the fuck is going on here?
So what, did you get the hair pulled?
Yeah, so, like, what I did was, like, I gave it a few days to let it get ripe. I could feel it. Yeah,
So it was like a pimple.
Nah. Think of, like, underneath your nutsack, it just kept getting big.
So there was some sort of...
There was a fluid in there. So I just got down there and felt. I was like, there we go. I'm like... This fucking just...
Blood and pus?
Yeah, just nastiness. And I'm fucking cleaning that out. Little shitty shit. Cleaning it out. And had to do it a couple times.
And this all stems from you yanking hairs out of your nuts and then not washing after sex.
Yeah.
And this was all some ill-advised experiment that you did.
Yes, but everyone can learn from my experience. You don't want to fucking marinate your meat, no matter how fun it sounds. It's disgusting, and please don't yank hairs out your nutsack or your gungle because, they can get ingrown.
I mean, I don't see why Mr. Gray, the ice cream man, wouldn't want to come on our podcast.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
All right, well, fellas, that's listeners, everyone out there. That's where we're gonna cut it off today. Yeah, if you're saying
that's it?
If you're saying what about the horror trivia?
My prostate.
We decided not to do horror trivia today. We said, hey, we're just going off the cuff, completely free flow, no notes, no anything. I thought this was fun. I thought this was superior to our previous episode, quite honestly.
100%. I'm more sober now, much more sober, but I'm more intact.
What do you mean you're more sober now? You're drunker. You're than the first episode. You're definitely more inebriated.
I've only had 8-9 beers. I was like
only
10 beers
8 or
when
9?
you showed up. Prior to that first episode.
You're saying today?
Yes. So prior to that last episode,
I don't know, man. You're slurring your words a little more.
10 to 12, and then after that, 15.
Why?
I'm more sober today. Trust me.
Why do you drink this much?
I have issues.
Okay, but
why do you take pills to manage your head?
Because I have depression issues.
Well, there you go. Do you have insurance?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
You could get state insurance.
I don't have.
Andrew talked about this.
Yeah, Andrew talks a lot of shit.
You can't get state insurance.
Listen, don't get me started, my brother. I see what you did there. Try to give me the dick some cheap shops. I love my brother. He's an amazing motherfucker.
Well, I'm not the one criticizing him right now.
He's talking shit.
You are.
Dante, he talking shit. He's making gestures.
Oh, and before we go, actually, I meant to say this in the last episode. Denhead and I are going to do special editions on occasion.
Of course you are.
Covering the world of sports gambling.
Oh, thank God for that.
Denty and I are both big into sports gambling.
Send me the pics so I can get the money.
We tried this before. You couldn't keep yourself out of the fucking casino.
Yeah, I can't gamble.
This is like 2.5 years ago. I got on a good streak playing hockey, gambling on hockey. And then so I tell Brandon, I'm like, dude, you got to get in on this. I'm winning money left and right.
Nah.
And what was it, like a day or two in? You go and play blackjack, and you're like, lost all my money, man. It wasn't even
blackjack. It was fucking roulette. I was
roulette.
$500 one night. I'm like, I'm never working again. This is fucking great.
Yeah, I think we've all been there.
And then a couple hours later, I was out that money in my initial 50. I was only 50 fucking
Yeah,
dollars.
right.
But I said right then, like, I've got a problem.
And I remember telling you, I was like, dude, I will send you my picks. Stay the fuck out of the casino.
Fuck you, I'm out.
The casino's crap. Like the casino. Forget if you're playing on a sports book, just bet on sports. Stay the hell out of the casino.
It's bullshit. It's laughable. Everything's computerized. Like, how are they not fixing it? You know why? Because they are.
Well, I mean, it's regulated to the Gaming Commission. They'd risk quite a bit by doing that. That's how I know it's not rigged. It's too big of a racket as is. They don't have to rig it. They ain't got to rig it.
It makes sense.
I was on a final point. Oh, yes. So Denhead and I are on occasion going to do special editions covering sports gambling. So we both into it. Actually, I think I already made the whole point. That's why we got on this. But there was something else I was going to say. Now I
He
forgot.
always fucking does
But
it.
fellas,
We're not going to be upset, are you? I'm like, I'm fucking behind you. I don't give a shit.
upset about what?
Drew coming on doing like, I don't care. It don't matter.
I didn't want. Yeah, okay. So I brought this up to Brandon. I didn't want you to feel cut out, man.
I don't do gambling. I'm a gambler. Anonymous,
An alcoholic,
bro.
not a gambler. An alcoholic.
Not acknowledgeable.
Dude.
I acknowledge it, but I don't.
Here's what I want to do. Future episode, one coming up. Can we talk about your alcoholism?
Sure.
I mean, I would call
give
you a
fuck.
functioning alcoholic. My mom's calling.
I think most people would describe it as that.
Hold on, she's gonna be on the podcast.
Why has it got such a negative
Hold on,
connotation?
hold on.
You putting her on.
Yeah.
Do it.
Hello?
Joel,
Yes, Mom.
Hey.
who's saying hi?
You get high.
Brandon said.
Nice.
hi, Brandon.
I'm also high.
He
Thank
said, "Hey."
She
said she's
I
high?
said, hey, not I hate that.
We know, Mom. You're on the
Yeah.
you're on the podcast right now, by the way.
Oh my god.
Just wanted to let you know.
Give me off that damn podcast or whatever it is.
Are you just calling to inquire about when I'm going to be over there to pick up my child?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, we're wrapping up now, Mom.
And where's Shirley then? Right there?
I assume she was back there, but
Damn.
she's probably still at the state park doing her photo shoot then.
In the dark?
Look, Mom, I ain't with her 24/7. I don't
You
know.
what?
I don't
My
know.
mom go home.
Did Aunt Lori
Too
leave?
much confusion over there.
Did Aunt Lori leave? She back with Frank?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, they went home. They wanted to do something.
You.
They wanted to do something?
It's so big.
Yeah, Mama, we're going to finish up. I'm going to be heading there in a little bit.
Well, good as that dude. Shirley's not here.
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she got snatched up.
By another cartel?
I might be a single father.
I'm sorry, but she's wrong.
Oh, let's hear it, Aunt Robin. Let's hear what you got
She
to
is.
say.
This is- I told you this before.
Did you forget the part where I told you on the podcast?
Let her talk. Don't
It
interrupt the
doesn't
lady.
matter. I say it right to her face.
Have some respect for your mama. What'd you
got
say,
a
Aunt
walk
Robin?
up
I didn't hear
between the
you.
kids, and that's not right. I'm sorry. She's making excuses all because of the Legos.
What
you
did she
make him
do?
pick his toys up at night and put them on the shelf in the
Are
basement.
you talking about the boys sharing a room?
Yes, she's
unacceptable.
so against that. Huh?
It's unacceptable. I
mean,
don't get it.
I don't particularly think it would work either, but
It would too. Why wouldn't it? It makes no sense. You guys don't share the room.
well,
Should I call my mom next?
I ain't gonna argue it no more.
you don't need to argue it. Look, we're eventually gonna
This is nuts.
we're gonna break.
No. That's what you're doing. You're putting a divider between them again. Why can't they share the room together?
Holy shit.
Well, because Lincoln's 7 years older. I don't know that he wants to share a room with a toddler.
Aunt Robin, what if that little baby gets a hold of, then what?
Yeah, right.
Mom,
Both sleeping in the same
This
room
is
in their
all
own
getting out,
bed
isn't
with a
it?
nightlight on and no Legos.
I don't know. I don't know that they would get the right sleep, being that Lincoln likes to
Oh,
leave
they
the
would,
light
though.
on.
You and Jason did.
Yeah, but neither one of us left the light on.
You're both on Zoloft. What the
And
fuck?
there was, you know, we were both really close in age.
I don't care. Excuses.
Happy birthday to me, Aunt Robin. Thank you. Love that
Is it your
shit.
birthday today, Brandon?
Tomorrow.
Oh, one happy birthday.
I appreciate that.
I mean, anyways, the long-term plan, Mom, is to break the space up into 3 rooms, so that won't none of this will all be a moot point.
Well, I'm just telling you what I think's going on.
I've heard you loud and clear.
Death metal, baby.
So you don't take it serious, so.
I do take it
And
serious,
Robin, he's
Mom. I just-
smiling. He's smiling. He ain't taking it
No,
serious.
I know he ain't, but wait. Then you're going to say, gee, I should have listened to my mother.
I'm going to share a bedroom.
This just went
Jesus
real dark.
Damn.
I'm telling you, Joel, it does damage, but I guess I don't know.
They're telling us what does
Okay.
damage. That's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll be over.
Okay.
All right, love you.
I love you.
Bye. What in the fuck was that?
How fucking ridiculous.
So for you guys who are listening, and I promise
shit.
we'll end our stubby here because it's starting to be a normie. And I don't know where Shirley's at. She should have been back there by now.
She got picked up by a different cartel.
You know what? That's a fair point. Okay, the house that I'm buying. Brandon's hernia's acting up again. It has 2 bedrooms on the second floor. The thing is, though, we can break the space up in such a way to make 3 bedrooms.
In the cages?
Now, yeah, maybe we aren't going to do that right off the hop, but as my stepdad pointed out when we first saw the house, there's room for a dormer to be built out on the second floor. In fact, the neighbor's house is like that.
What's a dormer?
Like an addition.
Oh, just
like an extension
like
almost.
a bungalow, essentially, just a giant apartment room. One room.
Not really a bungalow, but it's extending what's already there. There's room to add. So it's like, okay, sure. But she's on this kick that the boys should share a room. And we try and tell her, like, August is a toddler.
Is it because he can't get wet or be fed after midnight?
A Gremlins joke?
Bro, you look like a fucking Mogwai as a kid.
Oh,
and so does your son. All right, don't get him wet. Don't feed him till midnight. Sure as fuck don't.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
you don't like Mogwais?
I don't think I look like
There's a picture of you with a...
Yeah, with a stuffed animal.
Yeah, you both
with Gizmo.
You look like twins.
Okay, whatever. You look like twins. Where are you going? We're not done.
His mom.
Sit down.
His mom riled him up. I'll be right back.
I'm just like, it was dude, I gotta wrap this up. What are you doing?
2 seconds.
What are you doing?
2 seconds.
You're not even telling me what you're doing. He's clearly running to get another drink, trying to wrap this thing up for the last 15 minutes. Yeah, it did kind of rattle me. She's way too worked up. Told her, they're my kids. They're my kids. Gonna have to let me make these decisions. And trust me, I'm making the decisions with their best interests in heart. I don't think it's in their best interest that the 8-year-old and the 1-year-old share a room.
I agree.
I think it's more important for
8-year-old, 1-year-old?
For my oldest son to have his own space.
Dude, he's been cranking on like 4 years.
Well, there's that issue too.
You know, I worry about them because Birdman's a year above.
I think it's more important and more appropriate that he have his own space.
Here's the thing. You don't have to explain your fucking self to your mother.
Unreal.
Well, because let's say you were in a room with your brother, your sister, your other sister, you all shared a room. I'm not saying you. I know people who did this. And I remember saying, like, this is fucking horrible. Like, I get it. You have to live in this apartment. It's small. But this poor kid's 14 years old. He can't even jerk off. And any kind of, like, it becomes like an anxiety thing.
A kid having their own room is like their first taste of independence as a human being and privacy. And Lincoln is certainly at that age where he is now asking at times, like, I want to be by myself right now.
Well,
I need some privacy.
Shows your 1-year-old brother, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know why she's so...
She was very adamant.
She was. And when I go to pick him up, she's going to start in on it again.
Oh, you already know that.
Damn, like, it's a Sunday night. I don't need this when we're recording this on a Sunday night. I don't need this knowing I got to go back to work tomorrow.
I'll be smoking a joint while you do that. I feel for you.
Man. She gets on the weirdest kicks.
Now, listen. I didn't want to make things harder for you by making jokes. Because I get it. Like, you already deal with that shit. You don't need someone antagonizing.
There was nothing else you could do. You had to.
Show.
Right.
What am I going to do? And it's Aunt Robin. I haven't talked to her in forever. Last time I talked to her, she was bringing up my body. I'm like, listen, I'm not here to discuss my medical issues. Goodbye. And I walked away.
She just,
your mom's a sweetheart.
What the hell is that?
She means good all the time. She's not a bad lady at all. She means only good. But with that being said, like my mother, they're fucking convoluted.
They're very much like a grandma in that they don't know when they're being rude. They do not seem to realize
or
it.
Racist.
Like you could be like,
or biased.
You'd be like, they could be saying something completely, like they could be pointing out what a giant fat fuck someone is. You're like, hey, Mom, you're being kind of rude. Well, what? I don't mean anything bad by it.
A fat sloppy
Whoa, you mean you don't mean anything bad by it? You just called that son of a bitch a fat fuck. Well, they are. It's not bad.
Your mom was like, oh, Brandon, your leg's getting really big.
Brandon's elephant leg that was infected for years.
Yeah, not anymore. Now it's thinny as Jay. It's as thin as Jay.
I gotta say, this turned into a wild one. I did not expect this.
Well, I didn't expect your mom to call in.
I didn't expect her to. After I told her she was on to like just go that hard.
I feel like it's lost on her that she's on like
maybe she doesn't know what a podcast is.
A recorded thing, like where like You're not going to be happy hearing that. My mom's going to love it. My mom will listen. She'll laugh her ass off.
Wowzers. You know, I should probably be more concerned that my youngest child's mother is potentially missing.
That is concerning.
She should definitely be done with her photo shoot now.
From the state park.
Yeah. So for you guys that don't know, Shirley's a photographer.
Surely she's been kidnapped and raped
She hasn't
already.
messaged me in a while, now that I think of it.
And you've got a fresh opening for a young bride.
She messaged me, what was that, around 7:20? 7:20?
Was it SOS?
I should have listened to those messages.
Oh, your mom's going to be so mad. Oh, my God.
And on that note, remember, be you vagrants or be you vandal, all rascals and rogues welcome in.